in the face of Russia's targeted attacks. We're also working to hold Russia accountable, including efforts in Congress that will make it easier to seek justice for Russia's war crimes in Ukraine. Let me close with this. Tonight is the fourth night of Hanukkah, a time when Jewish people around the world, President Zelenskyy and many of the families among them, honor the timeless miracle, the small band of warriors fighting for their values and their freedom against a much larger foe, and how they endured and how they overcame. How the flame of faith, with only enough oil for one day, burned brightly for 8 days. A story of survival and resilience that reminds us that the coldest days of the year, that light will always prevail over darkness, and hope drives away despair. And that the human spirit is unconquerable as long as there are good people willing to do what is right. This year has brought so much needless suffering and loss to the Ukrainian people. But I want you to know, President Zelenskyy, I want you to know that all the people of Ukraine to know as well. The American people have been with you every step of the way, and we will stay with you. We will stay with you for as long as it takes. What you're doing, what you've achieved, it matters not just to Ukraine, but to the entire world. And together, I have no doubt we'll keep the flame of liberty burning bright, and the light will remain and prevail over the darkness. Thank you for being here, Mr. President. We're going to stand with you.
Thank you. Шановний пане президенте.
Dear Mr. President,
Yeah, please.
please put on equipment.
Шановний пане президенте Байден,
Mr. President,
шановні присутні, шановні журналісти, пані та
journalists,
панове.
ladies and gentlemen,
Я приїхав до
I
Сполучених
came here
Штатів,
to the United
щоб
States
передати слова
to
вдячності від
forward
українського народу усім
thank
американцям.
the word of thanks to the people of America, people who do so much for Ukraine. I am thankful for all of this. This visit to the United States became really a historic one for our relations with the United States and the American leadership. In the last 30 days of this war, we have started a new phase of our interrelations with the United States. We became a real partners and allies with the content. And I felt today during all of my meetings and during our talks. Once again, I would like to thank Mr. President Biden, for his candid support and what is very important, the understanding of Ukraine, and for the support of the international coalition to strengthen international law. I am grateful to President Biden for his personal efforts, his steps that unite the partners and global South. When all countries of the world take some position and are focusing on cooperation and mutual understanding, this is very useful for all of the countries, for Ukraine, for the United States. I want to thank the Congress for bipartisan, bicameral support, and I am looking forward to good meetings with the members of the Congress and their support. This is the visit that I'm here today to meet with the Congress. The main issue during my today's talks is to strengthen Ukraine. Next year, our movement forward to fight for our freedom and independence. I have good news returning home. President Biden announced a new package of defense support, about $2 billion, and the strongest element of this package is the Patriot battery systems, something that will strengthen our air defense significantly. This is a very important step to create a secure airspace for Ukraine, and that's the only way we would be able to deprive the terrorist country and their terror attack to strike our energy sector, our people, and our infrastructure. We had a very good negotiation and talks about our strategic steps, which we discussed with President Biden, and what we expect next year and for what we are preparing. This is very important for all Ukrainians, and I am hopeful. And once again, thank you, Mr. President, for 45 billion, because this is a big assistance, and I hope that the Congress will approve this financial assistance for our country. This is almost 45 billion. Thank you very much for this support. Every dollar of this investment for the United States is going to be a strengthening of global security. I know that the American leadership will be strong and will play an important role in global scope. And the United States will help us to defend our values and independence. And regardless of changes in the Congress, I believe that there will be bipartisan and bicameral support. And I know that everybody works for this. And of course, during all of my meetings today, we discussed issues of standoff against terror of Russia, their destruction of our energy infrastructure. We need to survive this winter. We need to protect our people, and we need to be very specific in this area. This is a key humanitarian issue for us right now. This is the survival issue. We are discussing sanctions and legal pressure on the terrorist country, Russia. Russia needs to be held accountable for everything it does against us, against our people, against Europe and the whole free world. And it is very important that we have the peace formula, and for that we offer very specific steps what America can do to help us to implement them. We propose global formula for peace summit. I'm thankful for our American counterparts that they feel us and understand how important it is to continue and stay on course and work on integrity of the country and international rule of law. We will also need, as soon as our defense capabilities will be strengthened in the next few months. I don't want to discuss it in details right now. I believe you understand why, but I am very grateful to President Biden. Thank you for your attention to all of these issues. Glory to Ukraine.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We're going to take questions from 4 different reporters, and let's start with Alex of Yahoo News.
Så lät det alltså från president Joe Biden och Volodymyr Zelenskyy alldeles nyss. Joe Biden sa att USA och Ukraina behöver stå sida vid sida även nästa år och så länge som det behövs. Han tackade också kongressen för ytterligare 45 miljarder dollar alltså som ska till Ukraina. Zelenskyy i sin tur, han tackade det amerikanska folket och USA och framförallt president Biden och diskuterade även sanktioner och ytterligare hjälp i försvarsmedel, men vill inte gå in i exakta detaljer där. Det avslutade den där pressträffen och med det så tackar vi för att ni har tittat. Ni hittar fler nyhetsuppdateringar på vår sajt tv4.se. Kommuntoppar såg regeringens förslag om visitationszoner. Klar majoritet negativt inställda när TV4-nyheterna frågade landets 290 kommunstyrelseordförande. Nytt planeringssystem och sjukdom bland personalen pressar SJ och Trafikverket. SJs uppmaning inför julresan. Läget är skört, kom i tid. Emilia hotas med avsked efter att hon larmade om kaos på Postnord. Hör experten som menar att företagets agerande bryter mot lagen. Här är TV4-nyheterna. Ukrainas president Volodymyr Zelenskyy är på plats i Washington och besöker just nu president Joe Biden. Tidigare idag träffade de båda pressen under en kortare stund, men ska alldeles strax hålla en längre gemensam pressträff i Vita huset. Därefter ska Zelenskyy tala inför kongressen, men först så lämnar vi både ljud och bild till Washington där det snart är alltså dags för presskonferens.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and the President of Ukraine.
President Zelenskyy, I'm honored.